Good morning, Terry. My name is Lacey, and I'm your student nurse today.
Oh, hi, Lacey.
Hi. How are you doing this morning?
Okay.
Good. All right. Well, I know that you're in here today to just get an update and to do a checkup on
Mm-hmm.
how well your depression management has been going.
Yeah.
So how do you feel today? How's your depression been?
Um, it feels really pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going to group, and
Mm-hmm.
that seems to be really helpful. Um, the nurse I've been working with there is wonderful, and the medications seem to be helping.
Mm-hmm.
They, I think we've got them on the right level, so
Right. Well, that's
yeah,
great.
feeling pretty good.
So I'm really happy to hear that you're
Mm-hmm.
doing better,
Thanks.
with your depression and stuff. And I can just see that you seem a lot happier, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy to see that.
Yeah, we're doing good. I'm doing
Good,
good.
good. Well, there is one thing that I did want to talk about with you today,
Oh, okay.
um, and that's your smoking.
Oh.
I did look in your chart, and I noticed that you do smoke about 2 packs of cigarettes a
Yeah.
day. How long have you been smoking?
Um, since I was about 14 or so, I started pretty young, so that's
Mm,
kind of what we did back then.
yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, would it be okay if we did discuss your smoking?
um, yeah, I mean, I guess I guess I don't have a problem with it. I don't think it's that big of a problem right now, but
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. Well, the reason why I even bring it up is because I am concerned about how smoking affects your health.
okay.
I know that recently you've been diagnosed with asthma, and
Yeah, that's been
yeah,
terrible.
and that's a hard thing. And I know that you reported having shortness of breath and just
Hmm.
trouble breathing lately.
Yeah, it has been kind of hard lately. I just
Right.
thought maybe it was a little cold, but it didn't go away, and so the doctor thinks I have asthma.
Right,
So,
yeah, it's something that just persisted.
hmm,
I really believe that I know that your cigarettes are affecting the way that you're breathing and your respiratory system. So that's why I did want to bring it up
oh,
today.
yeah. I guess I hadn't really thought about smoking is such a habit and such a part of who I am. I didn't even think
Exactly.
about it being part of the problem with the asthma.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I was, wanted to bring it up to see, um, you know, how you felt about it. And I really wanted to advise you to, give up smoking and to quit
Oof.
smoking.
Yeah, I've tried a couple other times and it just hasn't stopped.
Right.
Um, it's like a New Year's resolution here or there,
Mm-hmm.
or a couple times when I just, my budget was a little tight, I would
Right.
try to cut back or try to quit, but I
Right.
haven't had a lot of success with it. I just
Right.
don't know that I can do it.
Right. Well, you know what? You have been doing so well and with overcoming your depression.
Hmm.
So I mean, it really shows that if you put your mind to something, you truly can make a change for the better.
Oh, thank you.
So I really believe that you could quit smoking if that's something that you wanted to do.
Okay.
Now you did say that you did try to quit before.
Hmm.
What did you do to try to quit in the past?
Um, Most of the time I would just decide I was going to quit smoking and I would throw my cigarettes away.
Uh huh.
And then a day later, have a bad day or something would get stressful. And so then I would just go to the gas station and buy some more cigarettes and then
That's
smoking 2 packs again.
right.
Like it's either always been all or nothing. So,
Right. Okay. Well, what are some of the pros of smoking?
oh my gosh, I love smoking.
Mm-hmm.
It calms me down, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm a kind of nervous person. It kind of gives me something to like do with my hands, and I meet a lot of people smoking. We go outside, like after group, we'll go outside and just make friends and bum a cigarette, bum a
Mm-hmm.
light, um, and it's just so soothing. And it's just like such a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get up in the morning, have that first morning cigarette, and then the one after dinner, the one before bed. They're all just,
Right. Okay.
just fantastic.
So what I hear you saying is that it's really a habit for you. Smoking is
Yeah.
something that you just kind of do.
Yeah, I don't
You
really
know.
even think about it. Like it's just
Mm-hmm.
I have to watch it sometimes now because everyone's no smoking everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard for me to remember that I can't smoke. So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
So it seems that it's a really big habit, and it seems like you do it because it really calms you down
Mm-hmm.
and helps
Yeah.
you to just sort of level out and not
Mm-hmm.
to be so anxious.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Okay. Well, can you talk about some of the cons of smoking?
Oh, it's so expensive. It's
Mm-hmm.
so expensive. Um, and I don't like the way my car and my clothes smell.
Mm-hmm.
I do notice that sometimes, and it's kind of embarrassing when other people notice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they're especially the people who aren't smokers, they'll
Mm-hmm.
they'll notice the smell. Um, yeah, I guess those are kind of the big two.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you pointed out that asthma's not
Mm-hmm.
really a good thing either. So
Right. So, what I hear you saying is you do like smoking because it makes you feel less anxious, but you're starting to realize that, it's really affecting your health negatively with your
it is.
asthma. And
Yeah.
that's not something you really noticed before.
Right. I had now that you've made that connection though, it
Right.
seems so obvious.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do have a scale here, and this scale
Oh,
is called the readiness ruler.
okay.
And basically, one is if you were to choose a one, it means that you're not really ready to quit at all. And if you were to choose a 10, that means that you are ready to quit smoking completely. I
Like
know,
today?
like immediately, you're just
Oh
done
my
with
gosh.
smoking.
Okay.
Um, so I would just want to ask you on a scale from one being not ready at all to 10 being you're done with smoking, how ready are you to quit smoking?
Like right now, like before we started talking, I would have said like a two. No,
Mm-hmm.
not even thinking about it. But
Right.
now that you've pointed some of this stuff out, I'd say maybe an eight. Maybe
Oh,
ready for some baby steps. I
right.
don't, because
Right.
I hadn't really thought about it. But yeah, I
Right.
think it is a problem.
Well, eight's a really awesome high number. That shows
Okay.
me that, you really are thinking about it and you really do want to make those steps to improve your health and to
Mm-hmm.
stop smoking. I know in the past, one of the reasons why you said that, you started smoking again is because you would kind of make the decision on a whim to just
Yeah.
throw your cigarettes
New
out
Year's
and,
Eve.
right, a New Year's resolution type
Mm-hmm.
thing, and you would just stop and then, next thing you know, the next day you would be back at it.
Yeah.
So I think this time, in order to make sure you're successful in
Mm-hmm.
stopping smoking, we need to set up some SMART goals.
What is?
Smart.
Uh,
Okay. So SMART goals are goals that it's an acronym. SMART stands
oh,
for
okay.
something.
I
Yeah.
thought, so do
And
people make dumb goals?
no,
Okay.
no, SMART actually stands for something. And it's something to help you remember the steps in the process of quitting. And
Okay.
basically, the S stands for specific. Um,
Okay.
so we want to make sure that our goals are specific and they're not just, all willy nilly. We have something that we're working towards. They're measurable, they are achievable. R is for realistic,
Okay.
and T is for a timeline. So we
Oh.
have a time in which we are going to be 100% done with smoking.
Ooh, it sounds scary when you say it like that.
I know it sounds scary, but we're going to make a plan and we're going to break it down to make it a lot more
Okay.
manageable for you.
Okay.
Okay, so today is November 19th.
Okay.
And I think that it would be a great goal for you to stop smoking in the next 2 weeks completely.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so that would be December 3rd. I know. It feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. But we're going to wean you down,
Okay.
So maybe over the next couple of days, you can do a few less cigarettes and a few less cigarettes. So in a week from now, you're only smoking one pack of cigarette a day. And
Okay.
then by the end of 2 weeks, you're not smoking any.
Okay.
All right. Does that sound more manageable? That we're kind of
Yeah. Kind of give myself like little baby steps.
right. And you
Okay.
know what? We're going to talk about a few other things to make you prepared for the process.
Okay.
Okay. Well, first of all, you should tell other people.
Oh.
You
Okay.
should, let your family know, let your friends know, let your coworkers know, and let them know your goals, and so that way they can help keep you accountable, and you can
Oh.
have people who are around you who, uplift
Okay.
you and encourage you. Um, to meet your goals.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. They've been really supportive with my
Mhm.
my depression struggles, and
Right.
I've been really good support. So I'm sure
Right.
they'd be good for this too.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that you do have a support system.
Yeah.
And you can always call up to the clinic.
Okay.
And I have a few other resources that I'll mention here in a
Okay.
second for you. Um, but yeah, so I would just tell other people about it.
Okay. I think I can
Um,
do that.
all right. Okay, and over the next couple of weeks, I want you to know what to expect. So when these things do happen to you, you won't, be running to pick up some
Okay.
cigarettes. Okay, so there are withdrawal symptoms
Mhm.
associated with cigarettes because, as you know, they're extremely addicting.
Yeah.
So as we're going through the process of getting rid of those cigarettes, here are some signs and symptoms that you may experience: headache, nausea, constipation, diarrhea, fatigue, insomnia, irritability, anxiety, and depression.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know, and I
Okay.
know that depression is something that you've struggled with in the
Mhm.
past. So obviously, we don't want to flare that up
Okay.
anymore. So I just want to let you know that that is something that is a side effect of withdrawal.
Okay. But does it go away then after?
Oh yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So make
So
it a little bit, and then okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, these withdrawal symptoms will show up in the next week or two. But after you get off of cigarettes, though all those things will go away, and you'll start feeling a lot more clear and a lot better.
Okay.
So it might be difficult,
Yeah.
but it is
Couple rough weeks,
something.
but then we're done.
It's so
Okay.
worth it, though. It's
Okay.
once you're done, it'll be worth it. And also because you do suffer with depression, I do want to let you know that there's a medication called Chantix.
Oh, I've seen commercials for that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That
would that help me?
no,
Oh.
okay. For you in particular, we want to stay away from the Chantix
Oh.
because it can be dangerous for people with depression.
Oh. Okay. Well, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, but we can definitely talk to your doctor and see if there are medications that are out there for you that would
Okay.
be more safe for you and help you wean off the cigarettes.
Okay.
What are some triggers for you in smoking? With
Trick.
smoking?
Like trick. Oh, what makes you want to smoke?
Yes, what
Or
makes you
oh.
want to smoke?
Well, it's just I don't really even think about it anymore. I
Right,
mean, like we've talked about, I have a habit.
right,
Get up, I smoke. I do this, I smoke.
right,
Have dinner, I smoke. I go to bed, I smoke.
right.
So I don't know that I.
Have specific
Yeah,
triggers.
like I guess that sometimes if I'm really angry or upset, I might smoke a little bit more.
Right,
Um,
but
but
for the
that's
most part, it's a habit.
yeah.
Okay. Well, how about, we think about trying to develop some more healthy habits.
Okay.
So, whenever you're feeling angry or, anxious or anything like that, maybe think about going for a walk or, talking to a
Okay.
friend. Exercising is great.
Okay. So
Um,
instead of smoking.
Instead of
Okay.
smoking, yeah, there's lots of, positive things that you can do to, you know, reduce that desire to smoke and, they'll be good for you.
Okay.
Um, Now, do you drink alcohol at all?
Occasionally here and there. I try
Okay.
to stay away from it for the most part because of my depression. It
Right.
just doesn't seem like a very safe
Right.
thing.
Right. Well, that's something I want you to continue over the
Okay.
next couple of weeks as you're quitting smoking, because as you know, alcohol lowers our inhibitions and it
Mm-hmm.
makes us, you know, kind of do things that we wouldn't normally do.
Uh-huh.
Um, so just by staying away from alcohol to help you to keep that willpower up, so
Oh,
that
so I
way
don't.
you don't smoke.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
um, and
And
and also to kind of go along with that, do you have a lot of friends who smoke?
um, more and like now with the group, the therapy group.
Oh yeah.
But outside of that, not really. I'm sort of the lone duck that stands outside smoking by herself.
Right.
So.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna mention to you that sometimes other smokers and being in that environment with
Mhm.
people who smoke can kind of be a trigger
Okay.
to cause you to want to smoke. So I would do your best. Try to stay out of those situations so that way
Okay.
you're not tempted to smoke a
Okay.
cigarette.
Okay. So
Um,
that's
so
all.
yeah, we've talked about a number of things over the last couple of minutes. Um, Mainly that you're going to try to quit smoking over the
Mm-hmm.
next 2 weeks and sort of wean down on that and what to expect.
Yeah.
Um, do you have any questions for me? Does it feel more manageable now?
It does, and I think that
Okay.
we've talked about a lot of like very specific, like
Mhm.
telling people and avoiding this and doing
Mhm.
this, the step down.
Right.
That makes it seems easier, I think,
Right.
than just throwing them in the trash can and
Right.
winging it.
Right.
So,
Well, you know what, Terry, I know that you could be successful with this.
okay.
Um, and, if you do need help, other than your friends who are around you, I do have a card that I'm going to give you in a moment. And it basically just has some support systems.
Oh,
Um, it has a phone number that you can call. One of them is 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
oh, okay.
So if you just need someone right then and there, to talk you
Oh,
through, your temptation to smoke, that would be an awesome resource for you to use. Also, there's a website called smokefree.gov.
okay.
And that's an awesome website if you just want to go on there and once again get encouragement to stay away from the
Okay.
cigarettes. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have for you today. Um, would you be able to come back in probably about a month from now? How about December 19th? Would that be good for you?
Um, yeah, because I'll have been smoke free for a couple of weeks by then.
Yeah,
That's my birthday, so
it
yeah, it
is.
is.
Oh my gosh, get yourself your own birthday present by stopping smoking. Right?
Oh, happy birthday, healthy lungs.
Right,
Yay.
exactly. All
Okay,
right.
that sounds good.
All right. Well, I'll sign you up for December 19th. And it was nice talking with you today.
Thank you, Lacey.
All right. Thanks, Terry.
Hmm